Hi, welcome to the channel. In this video today I'll use my 10mm socket. We take the actuator off the gearbox, we remove the gearbox, fit a new clutch, and then calibrate all of the gearbox after refitting everything. So if it's something you're interested in, that's what's in today's video. Hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching. Here we have a lovely Fiat 500. I'll say lovely. Bought it off a young lady. She just had it MOT last week and gearbox is gone, she said. What happens is, I'll just put up on the screen now. Right, put my foot on the brake. I'll just turn the radio off. Just turn all that down. Right, it's in neutral. I can go for all the gears and it just stays in neutral. Doesn't do anything, my foot's on the brake obviously. In fact, you can go in all the gears even without my foot on the brake. You can start it up, neutral, foot on the brake, same gear, transmission, handbook. It just won't come out of neutral on the dash. The gear selector on the code reader will read all the gears, but it won't change gear on the dash or go into gear. Had trouble getting out, so I thought I'll remove this to help it come out. And my socket, as I was getting out the socket, fell off the end of the ratchet and went down here somewhere. Now I think it's gone in the gearbox. I've hunted everywhere around here for it, underneath. Looked inside the gearbox with the magnet and a mirror and a camera. I can't see it. That's the only place it can be. It's fallen in there. I've had a look around. I can't see it. But in the end, I have bought another complete gearbox, which is here. Arrived yesterday, 500 quid for the lot. It's not a bad price, to be totally honest with you, because these anywhere from 700 to £1,000 second hand, and this gearbox has only done 54,000 miles. So I was looking on YouTube the other night and somebody had exactly the same problem as I've got, the neutral business, and they said it's because you've got dirty oil in here. So he changed his oil, put fresh stuff in there, and it all worked. Because this is obviously hasn't been changed. It's done 100,000 miles. This one hasn't been changed since, and it was actually filthy oil, really dirty. So my plan was to put this back on there until I had the socket incident. It was a 10mm socket, one like this. As you can see, I'm missing it off my set now. So I'm going to have one last look to try to find it. And if I can't, then the whole gearbox is going to have to come out. I just was hoping to swap this unit over, but I think I might be able to send this back or resell it if the oil situation works. So I was going to put the old one back on there because it's only like 6 bolts. Yeah, bit of a disaster really. Yeah, got 5 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 2 here, 1, 2. That's 7 bolts. But to remove it, turn the torch off. Excuse me. Had to drop the engine mount down, or gearbox mount down, to lower it, to get it up and angled. It's a bit fiddly. But the best thing about it, if I've got to take the gearbox out, which I think I'm going to have to, if I don't find the socket, this bar here removes. There's 2 bolts back of the subframe, and there's 4 here on the bumper bar. So that will drop out the way. So the gearbox, undo the bell housing, drive shafts out, and swap them over. Which most probably thinking about it, I will do that because it's It's not going to take that long to do that. And while I'm out, stick a new clutch in it. So that is the disaster so far. It's not a bad little car. As soon as just had the MOT done. I'm just gutted about the socket. Gutted. It's got to fall in there because I was undoing this bolt here. I'll tell you what I'll do, let me go and get a socket, see what happens. Alright, I've got, this is the 11mm, it was a 10mm because I was trying to get these off and it sort of fell down here. I think it's gone like that. And it just fell off the end of the thing like that. And it did not do that. Oh, come here. I just wish I could find it or spot it. It's a purple one, so it's not like you're not going to see it. I think it went down like this. Like that. And rolled in there. And yeah, I'm just going to drop in there because I know. Oh, there you go. Fuck me, that's gone right in there. That's where it's gone. I wasn't expecting that. Hey, I've lost 2 sockets now. Happy days. Why don't we try and fish it out with a magnet? Oh, you knob. Why do you... I wasn't expecting it to fall down. Let me see if I can get it out. So if that's where it's gone. Well, there you go. I've just fished that one out. So let me just... So if that one's fallen down there, maybe the other one's down there. Right, I've decided to take the gearbox out of that car. I've drained the oil out of it, out the gearbox, put the camera stuff, I can't see that socket, so for a case of half an hour of removing the gearbox, I'm going to put this one in there. So I'm just going to drain this dirty oil out. So just put your power probe on here, onto the plug. This is the motor. Undo this, and as soon as you put some power to it, you can drain all the oil out, put the fresh stuff in, like this. How dirty that is. I think this has been changed since day one. As you can see, the fluid's most probably going down there. You just drain all the fluid out, put fresh in, and you can prime it up by doing this as well. So you've got all the hydraulic fluid already in there. That's disgusting. Right, okay. Well, I've just cleaned the bottle out and just put the new hydraulic fluid in there. So I'm just going to put the power probe on, onto the pump, pump it up round, top it up again, and hopefully that'll all be primed, ready for it to start up when it's back in the car. Right, I'm just in the middle of moving the gearbox. Let me just tell you what I've done so far. If you're taking your gearbox off, obviously this engine mount's already been moved. Actuator's been taken off already. But don't worry about that. Alright, here we go. Take the bolt off here, which is a 32mm. You've got your ball joint here, 17mm, which is this bolt there. Right, I've got a little chisel here. Just tapped in the groove there, just to open up the ball joint a little bit, and just give this a little tap down, just so you don't split the rubber with the ball joint. I just put this in there, my old bar, push it down, and it's moving. So in a minute that will be able to come out. So when that's off, just pull this forward, tap the drive shaft, pull the drive shaft from inside there, and that will come out. And obviously you've got to undo this bolt here, one there, and 2 underneath. I'm going to have to take the bumper off, I think, to get these ones, because I don't think these undo. I did try, but I just started rounding them off. So I don't know if they're welded in there or not really. I'll have another go in a minute, but let me just get this drive shaft out of the way. Alright, if you remove this panel here, you can get to the 2 bolts there, but the 2 at the bottom you can't really get to, so you have to remove the whole bumper, I think. Which are just these. 4 along the top, a few along the bottom. I expect there's 1 on the side here, either side. Then I'll pull the bumper off. I've done the 4 on the top, 3 on the bottom, 1 here. And just pull it, then it comes unclipped. Then you'll be able to get to the last 2 down here. When that's off, this whole bar will come out like that. So you've got plenty of room now to drop the gearbox down. So just got to undo the other drive shaft to get that out, make your life easier. Bell housing, then it's out. Right, just got the gearbox out. Very simple gearbox to remove. Just taking the clutch off, and the clutch looks absolutely fine. So yes, these move. The two middle ones don't really want to move very well. I don't know why. Maybe because I've got to select it. That one feels quite stiff. I don't know how free they're meant to go, to be honest with you, but I still can't find that socket. So I might take the bell out, take these bolts off here, split it and have a look. Right, I'm just going to remove this to see if I can find my missing socket. Oh. Have to give this a tap because it's obviously glued in there. Hang on. Right, just have to bend it up a little bit. You going to see something here? No, we're not going to see nothing there. Okay. So I'm going to have to unbolt this now, which will be these ones. Let me get them all off. Here she is. My missing socket. And it was right down there underneath. Hang on. It was sitting in there like that, right at the bottom. So there's no, there's no way I would have got that on the magnet. Wow. How faithful has come home. The old missing 10mm. Happy days. Right, everything's in at the moment. I'll just put the battery in there just to try and test it. A lot of people take the front end off to get the gearbox in there. We didn't. We managed to get it in underneath. Two of us put it in the bottom like this, turned it so the pin got that in there. Then we just turned the gearbox like this, and it went straight in. Very easy. Everything's on there now. Drive shaft. Just waiting for some gearbox oil, but I've just put the battery on because I'm just gonna see if it's gonna find the gears. So I'm just gonna plug the computer in. Right, one, this is just a thing making noises. At least that light's gone there, the low oil light for the accumulator. This light's still on. Don't know what it is. I don't know why it's flashing on the camera. So I'm just going to do the old bizzo. Got to bleed the clutch with this and set all the gears up. I haven't touched anything yet. I'm just going to see how it goes. Right, it's just bleeding the clutch at the moment. As you can hear, it's going through the gears after I bled the clutch to calibrate it all, which is a good sign. Everything's going okay. Everything seems to be going fine, thank goodness. So just need to wait for the gearbox oil and plonk it in there and take a little test drive. The main gearbox oil takes 1.65 litres, and I phoned up Fiat, as it was a bit of a pain to try and find out what oil it takes, and they told me it takes this 75W85 gear oil. That's 1 litre bottle. It's like 20 quid or something, 25 quid for 2 bottles. So you needed 1.6 litres. Now I've removed the battery because I just put a gearbox in here. And where my makeshift funnel is down there, there's like a little black thing. Just pull that off to top it up. Obviously you need to drain the oil first. Let me just show you where the drain plug is. It's very simple in this car. We're at the back of the gearbox here. Here there is an Allen key part. Let me just see if I can zoom around and show you. There, hopefully you can see that because I'm not right under the car. That's how you drain it. You can top it up from where I showed you, but where this actuator bottle is, here is the maximum level. So you've got to undo the Allen key in there as well, so you know the actual level of it. But if you've got a jug, 1.65. Now this bottle here for the actuator takes 0.7 litres of cell speed oil, hydraulic oil. If it's dirty, you need to change it because it does muck all the gears up and you're terrible trouble changing gear and the clutch working. But this pipe here, if you undo this, pull that out of the way and open up the driver door to activate the pump, obviously put a jug underneath to catch the old stuff, that'll pump all that oil out. Then you just put fresh in up the top here. Let me just show you, and there's a level mark on it, there's a green line about here with maximum and minimum line. So this normally is a heat shield on here, but here's the lid. Unscrew that, top it up, open the door. When you've got the fresh stuff in there, you'll pump it around, shut the door, check it, top it up again, and you might have to plug a laptop in or something to recalibrate it all, but you might be lucky. Okay, but I've removed the battery obviously for the part here. Right, I hope that's helped some of you out.